Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Janin Im Abdullah. My report is the continuation of the reporter Fatma Suhura Alawi Adaponso. Uh, the diagonals the theorem below describes some properties of the diagonals of rhombuses and rectangles. So, in theorem 8.11, a parallelogram is a rhombus if and only if its diagonals are perpendicular. So, two lines in parallelogram, the two lines uh, are are intersect. So masasabi natin yung rhombus yun kasi nag-intersect yung uh, two, two lines which is naging perpendicular. So rhombus siya. So a rhombus ABCD is a rhombus if and only if line AC uh, is parallel to line BD. So yun nga uh, nag uh, nag-intersect at naging parallel at saka naging perpendicular yung line. So maaari siyang tawagin na rhombus. So makita naman natin doon na nag-intersect then at saka naging perpendicular yung parallelogram. So in theorem 8.12, a parallelogram is a rhombus if and only if each diagonal bisect a pair of opposite sides. So makita natin doon sa makita natin dito sa picture na yung a rhombus ABCD is a rhombus if and only if line AC, nakita natin yung AC doon, nag-bisect siya doon sa angle BCD. So makita doon na hinati niya yung angle BCD at saka yung BED. Doon siya bisect. So at saka yung line BD nag-bisect din doon sa angle ABC at saka yung angle ADC. So itong two red line is yan yung angle BD line BD na nag-bisect doon sa angle ABC and ADC. At saka yung EC na one red na parang curve, yun yung palatandaan na doon nag-bisect yung AC sa angle BCD at BED. So move on naman tayo doon sa theorem 8.13. A parallelogram is a rectangle if and only if its diagonals are congruent. So makikita natin doon sa picture na yung ABCD na rectangle na is yung two sides are congruent, but yung other side is na congruent din but magkaiba ng length. So makikita din doon yung maikli is same sila ng measurement at saka yung sa parang horizontal is same din ng measurement. So example, so sketch rectangle ABC, so list everything that you know about it. So paano nga ba natin makukuha yung measurement doon sa rectangle na yun? So let's figure out this parallelogram. So the figure has 4 angles. So makita natin na may 4 angles. So because ABC is a parallelogram, it has these properties. So makita natin doon na yung opposite sides are parallel and congruent. So makita natin doon yung maikli, parallel sila, then congruent, magka-same yung measurement. So yung angle din is congruent at saka consecutive. Makikita din natin yung angle BED is parallel to BCD. Makita which is congruent sila. So matawag natin yun na rectangle. So a diagonal bisect each other. So kaya nag-bisect yung line AC at saka yung line. May nag-bisect doon. So by theorem 8.13, yung diagonal masabi natin na rectangle yung isang figure, which is yung diagonal na ABC, if that angle at saka yung opposite angle at saka opposite side is congruent. So, move on naman tayo sa biconditional. So, let's recall that biconditional, such as theorem 8.11, can be written as two part. So, to prove a biconditional, you must prove both part. So, a conditional statement, if the diagonal of a parallelogram are perpendicular, then the parallelogram is a rhombus. So, dun nga sa 8.11 at saka 8.12, makita natin dun na parallelogram siya kasi congruent yung angle at saka yung uh, yung mga line niya yung line AB, yung line EC, hindi, line AB, AD, BC, and CD. So, which is, yung angle at saka yung mga side niya is congruent sa isa't isa. So, matatawag yun na perpendicular. At saka yung angle, if angle BDA at saka yung BCD is same yung measurement or congruent siya, which is nagbisect din siya doon sa yung AC, nagbisect doon sa dalawang angle. So, masabi din natin na rhombus siya. So, the converse is, if a parallelogram is a rhombus, then a diagonal are perpendicular. So, makikita doon natin doon sa pictures na yung diagonal niya, yung rhombus na yun is it has four angle which is perpendicular na kapag nag-intersect yung dalawa is makakagawa ng two 92 angles, which is 90 degree. So, which is at saka congruent din. In part of 8.11, dun sa theorem of 8.11, if the diagonal of a parallelogram are perpendicular, then the parallelogram is rhombus. So, yun yung given na sinabi doon sa definition. So, let us example, ABCD is a parallelogram, then line EC is parallel to line ED. So, we will prove that ABC is rhombus, So, the proof is, so line EC and line BD bisect each other. So, dun sa angle BDA at saka BCD, may nagbisect doon yung AC at saka BD, which is naging perpendicular. So, naging perpendicular siya. So, saka matatawag din natin na parallelogram. Rhombus, I mean. So, line BX is congruent to DX. So, makita doon natin sa intersection ng EC at saka ED doon sa intersection niya, yung measurement ng BC, BX doon sa taas, line BD, at saka DX, congruent yung measurement. So, bale, yung angle BXC at saka yung CXD are congruent, right angle. So, makikita natin doon na same measurement at saka yung angle. So, next is let us another example. So, carpentry, you are example natin is yung carpentry. So, you are building a frame for a window. So, the window will be installed in the opening shown in the diagram. So, ito yung question. So, the opening must be a rectangle. So, rectangle siya. So, given the measurement in the diagram, can you assume that it is, so, explain your answer. So, number 2, sa example natin, question number 2 is, you measure the diagonals of the opening. So, the diagonals are 54.8 inches and 53.3 inches. So, what you can conclude about the shape of the opening? So, The solution in question number 1. So, the question number 1 is the opening must be a rectangle given the measurement and the diagram. Can you assume that it is? So, explain. So, we cannot assume because, no, we cannot assume because the board on opposite side are the same length. So, they are form a parallelogram, but you do not know whether the angle are right angle. So, yun nga, kapag di natin alam kung saan yung right angle, yung angle ng right angle, we cannot assume na yun ay rectangle. Though, parallelogram siya. So, in the question number 2, you measure the diagonals of the opening. So, the diagonals are 54.8 inches and 55.3 inches. So, what you can conclude about the shape of the opening. So, the solution of that is by theorem 8.13, so the diagonal of the rectangle are congruent. So, yun nga, dapat yung rectangle is congruent yung mga opposites, yung parallel side ng bawat angle. So, yung side pala, I mean, side. So, yung dun sa maikli, parallel siya, though, but congruent yung kanilang measurement. At saka dun din sa horizontal, parallel siya, but congruent din yung kanyang measurement. So, the diagonal of the quadrilateral formed by the board are not congruent. So, the board do not form a rectangle. So, dito sa picture na to, makikita natin na parang hindi congruent yung measurement ng bawat side or angle ng rectangle. So, hindi natin siya matatawag na rectangle. So, that is the properties of rhombus and rectangle. So, thank you.